Hello and welcome to the Motorsport UK competitor guidance video. This short film will help you prepare for the new season and bring you up to speed with important information for the restart of motorsport in the UK. We'd first of all like to thank everyone working for the NHS and on the front line, as well as everyone in UK motorsport. You have all played a part in the successful organisation of motorsport during COVID-19. In 2020, our clubs organised over 1,000 events with no spread of the virus. In 2021, we want to do the same, and if we continue to follow the guidance as a collective community, there is no reason why we can't look forward to another successful season. We have already sent hundreds of top-up PPE parcels to organising clubs and held a series of webinars for our officials in the lead-up to the resumption of motorsport. And now, we also want to remind our competitors of the COVID-19 guidance we have in place. The UK government regulations require events to run under national governing body guidance and protocols. Motorsport UK is the national governing body for four-wheeled UK motorsport, and together as a community we must all work to ensure organised sport can run smoothly and safely. Quite simply, if we don't adhere to the government guidelines, we risk losing our sport. We want to reassure our competitors that third-party liability insurance and personal accident cover is still in place during COVID-19 if events are run under a Motorsport UK permit and follow the relevant guidance and regulations. We are in constant consultation with the government departments, including the Department for Digital, Culture, Media and Sports, Public Health England and all of the devolved nations in the British Isles to get the sport restarted once again. We will begin the year with one-day permit events until overnight stays are due to be allowed in April. When the unlocking of society continues, we will be able to issue multi-day meeting permits, so long as we take into account the current considerations such as restrictions on non-essential travel and the burden on the NHS. At all times, please follow your local government advice, particularly on travel between nations. We sadly cannot host spectators within the sporting bubble at this moment in time, but we look forward to welcoming them back soon. Before you travel to an event, please make sure you undertake the following checklist. You must stay at home if you know you have been exposed to COVID-19 in the previous 10 days, if you are showing symptoms as indicated in government guidelines, or if you suspect you might be infected and are waiting for the results of a coronavirus test. Please consider the effects of COVID-19 known as long COVID. You may feel tired for a while after the virus has gone, and no one should compete straight away. You will need a period of recovery, and you should gradually increase exercise and any training before jumping back in at the deep end, as this could lead to longer-term health effects. Competitors must advise Motorsport UK if they have any new medical conditions, and competitors with persistent symptoms post-COVID affecting their normal activities should advise Motorsport UK and not participate until they feel fit to do so. Before an event, please complete the electronic self-declaration form, including the details of your team members for test and trace purposes. We want to remind you there is a limit of 2 people per team for karting and 3 people for cars as essential personnel only. Motorsport UK may specifically authorise certain events for an increase in these numbers. You must also complete the vehicle declaration before you arrive. For any doubts about compliance, please contact the club scrutineer before the event, who will be happy to help, and please make sure you check your equipment against the current 2021 yearbook before arriving. Scrutineers will also be undertaking selected checks on the event. If you have not completed and sent your declaration forms before the event, you will not be granted entry, so please make sure that this is done in good time. Before setting off, please be sure to bring your own PPE mask or balaclava, gloves, competition licence and any relevant documentation, hand sanitizer and basic first aid kit. It might also be a good idea to bring your own food or drink if catering isn't provided on site. We want everyone to feel safe on event, so please follow the competitor guidance and please respect other competitors and our volunteers. If you are unfortunately involved in an accident and are able to respond, please give a clear thumbs up signal to the marshals. Keep your distance when possible, keep good hygiene practices and please wear a mask or face covering in built up areas. More information on face covering requirements and other guidance can be found on our dedicated COVID-19 page at motorsportuk.org. This is updated on a regular basis, so please check back for any updates between your events. On this page, you will also find a Q&A document and more information about the COVID-19 officer role. Please help our COVID-19 officers and listen to their guidance. These volunteers are there for everybody's safety. We do ask that if you become ill or start showing any symptoms at an event, you must contact by phone if possible the COVID-19 officer immediately. You must also notify the organiser of your withdrawal and you must leave the event. You must then contact the NHS for a test and isolate until the result comes back negative. Finally, thank you for your support. By following these important guidelines, we can continue to enjoy the sport we all love safely as we put motorsport back on track.